not sign up for the website during November and December. Okay, so I will announce the winners and reach out to the winners at the end of this month. But if you've ever thought about joining, you might have a chance to get a custom. For those of you guys that are already joined and you're like, hey, what about me? Like, I want something for my loyalty. Don't worry, I'm working on something for that as well for the start of the new year. And you can always ask me about it and remind me as you guys do, which I love when you do that because that's going on. So that is asmrxbabe.com. You can always find the link in my description box. I keep my videos here on YouTube mid-roll ad-free, so it really helps when you support me over there. There's no commitment. There's a ton of content, including backlogged older content that you will have immediate access to upon joining. So check it out, and I'll see you guys over there. Today, I'm going to be telling my ASMR story, my first experiences with ASMR, from being a child, getting my hair played with, to working at Sephora and feeling relaxed when the sales reps would teach us about the new products, etc. And I'm going to be doing some triggers related to that. I did get this idea from Midwest ASMR. She did a really great video in this style that I loved, so I'm going to tag her video in the description box and you can check her video out. It's very relaxing. I am going to also be chewing gum for this video because it's been a minute since I've done a video with gum chewing. Now, if you are new here, I'm not going to chew it obnoxiously, okay? So if you hate chewing sounds, you may not notice. But I'm gonna chew it. It just won't be like over exaggerated or anything. If you'll also notice for today's video, I changed the lens on my camera, so I'm backed up a little bit. One of you guys was saying that you liked up close, but you missed videos where you could see like more of my hair and outfit and things. I'm in a hoodie today, white box sweatsuit, so comfortable. Only thing I don't love is like I'm a linebacker. Like I don't know why it's literally this wide. But it's comfortable nonetheless and still very cute. So I did play around with the lens. I know my old videos used to be with this lens, so I'm not gonna completely go over to this one or only do the other one, but if you have an opinion about it, leave it in the comments, and I will do this one more if you guys want me to switch it up. I did also take the cover of my Yeti. You can see how he has a bump on his head because I dropped him. I personally don't think without the cover makes much difference, but you guys sometimes have requested for me to take the cover off, so I decided to do that. But anyway, okay, so my ASMR story. I love hearing everyone's ASMR story. So I think a lot of us experienced ASMR for the first time when we were kids, and we were like at a sleepover getting our hair played with or brushed, which I'm gonna brush my hair in a minute. I just got my hair cut, actually, finally. I've not gotten my hair cut previous to this in like a year. So I had a lot of dead ends and it just feels fresh. So I think has experienced ASMR before we even knew it was ASMR, and probably before it was even like called ASMR. And I remember specifically being at sleepovers and just a part of girlhood with sleepovers and doing each other's hair or playing with each other's hair. And I remember it was so relaxing, and we all, like all my girlfriends and I, would love getting our hair played with, or like I would love my girlfriends to just like do my hair in a braid, in a clip, brushing it, whatever. And I just specifically remember getting my hair done and just being so relaxed during it. And I do think that it's not just about the hair brushing, right? Being on your head, right? Because we get tingles in our heads. But I think it's also the personal attention piece for me. Personal attention for me is definitely like a major trigger, but I can only, like, I can't necessarily always get that from like a role play or like a video that's like intentional personal attention. It has to be like secondhand. Do you know what I mean? So having somebody do your hair and ask you what hairstyle you want and things like that in real life, and not necessarily through a role play video. So I feel like sometimes for me, the videos that I love the most, I just like stumble upon, and I don't necessarily like seek out a personal attention video. I also too, like, I think feeling ASMR in like my head, like I definitely have felt like tingles in my head, but I feel like another big part of it is also just general relaxation, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but I can like relax to ASMR a lot more when I'm actually sleepy or calm or whatever. And I can tell when it's like affecting me more, and I'm not necessarily like getting like tingles in my scalp. And I've never really gotten tingles down my spine. I know some people, let me know in the comments. I don't know what that feels like, but I can just tell when I'm more like susceptible to like, I'm almost like in a trance, like in like a daze, like just kind of being susceptible to being relaxed by ASMR. So I do remember that as a kid. Also, I think the thing that made me so relaxed too was there's a yolk, or there's an egg on your head and the yolk is running down. There's an egg on your head and the yolk is running down. There's a knife in your back and the blood is dripping down. Which I think we all know what that is, and I've seen many ASMR videos duplicate that. I should make a TikTok / YouTube short of it. But relaxing. And he was like chuckling at me and being like, most people think salespeople are anything but relaxing. And like a pushy salesman, like a car salesman, is not relaxing, but just somebody that's like describing something in detail and they're kind of being really sweet to you and things like that. So, love. But then when I started working at Sephora, I really remember feeling relaxed from the people. So we would have reps come in and show us all of the new products. So one day there might be, or 1 week, or a couple of days, there might be a rep from Dior, a rep from Bite Beauty, from Laura Mercier, and they'd be in there, a few times a month, different reps, and, it would be their whole job because they worked for the actual brand. So if you ever go into Sephora and someone's working there, but they're only pushing one brand, and you see that like their outfit's a little different than the other workers, and they might tell you like they don't actually work there, that they just work for that one specific brand, and they go into Sephora's and different department stores and Ulta's, whatever, and work as the rep. And actually, I remember that it was hard to get those jobs because I remember one of my coworkers wanted to go and work for like Urban Decay or Too Faced or something, and she was such a good artist, but she was like a slave to like the grind at Sephora. Like, she was so good that she was always on the schedule, and she was always there in prime time, which was like the worst shift, right? Like the 12 to 9 or whatever. And but she couldn't go and work for this company because she had like a non-compete with Sephora, and you couldn't work for a competitor for like 6 months or whatever it is, which is like, that traps you there because she couldn't afford to not work for 6 months and whatever. But they're doing away with non-competes now, which I think is so fantastic, this new piece of legislation. Anyway, the reps would come in and they would push their new products, and each of us girls, while it was slow, like during the day, would go and talk to the rep and learn about the new product so that we were able to sell it. So I think it was the Dior rep one time. Oh my god, I remember I was sitting there and I was like I could have fallen asleep right where I stood. And it's funny because it's like the best ASMR is like unintentional, and like which was like really like the mannequin. Which you guys know, like I just would never go down that road of like having like props and things like that, but people get very creative with it. I talked to one creator that she's really big on TikTok. Oh my god, I have to shout her out because we had like a whole conversation on Google Meet. And Bree ASMR, BREE ASMR. She's a big following on TikTok. She does YouTube as well. And she does a lot of role plays. And she was telling me like how she really enjoyed like the creativity and kind of the art and like the theater of doing like role plays and such. I was like, I get it. Get after it. Do what you do. But yeah, so I really, really liked listening to that. And I actually do still like sometimes like that, like shampooing hair, like sounds, certain sounds I just think are so not relaxing. And I think that's why I tend to just like forget about triggers, because I know that some people like love them and like when I incorporate them. And then some people are like, no, I don't like them at all, like don't incorporate. So no, like I have to do a little bit of each, right? But I sometimes can forget to do triggers because sometimes for me it does nothing. Like most times for me, like tapping does nothing. And so I don't think to do it because I just like the whispering piece or the whatever. So I watched her videos. I remember she had like a part 2 of like hair cutting and whatever, and I was like, yes, like this is so great, so relaxing. And there's like a TikTok creator I watch sometimes that does like lives and does like, you know, dyeing your hair or whatever, and I find that really relaxing and soothing, and it just, especially when I'm in that like trance state, it's just like the best. Sometimes I feel like it's like after work when I'm just like like exhausted, which my job is going really well, by the way, guys. I talk about it a lot on my website and my audio tier, okay? That's where, if you love my rambles, if you just want to know what's going on with me in my life, and that is your favorite content by me, you will likely find my audio tier on my website worth it. It's $9 a month. So, you get, like photos, random videos, and things. Like the other day I just posted, a video for everybody. It was like a 10-second video, so don't get too excited, but it was like Tony whispering and like doing ASMR. Like he was hunting and he sent me and Jordana a video, and he's like, I have to do ASMR because I'm in the woods. But you get like random videos like that. Everybody gets that. Photos. I put up some photos of what I was doing in Boston, like where I was eating and stuff, because I was just in Boston for work. You get 3 videos a month, 3 ASMR videos a month, and you get 3 ASMR audios a month. So it's 6 like pieces of ASMR content, and they're each, you know, between 20 at the minimum, if not 30-40 minutes long, all 6 of them. So you get like a lot of content, plus the lives. I go live every month, you get that. So it's another hour at least, so it's a lot of time. But if you just like rambles and you just want to know what I got going on in life, audio tier, it's my VIP tier. Anyway, I totally just lost my train of thought. I was talking about my job's good. I was watching hair role plays. Totally forget. Okay, and then yeah, so, you know, again, this isn't completely in chronological order, but you know, when I met Lily Whispers, who no longer does content here, she does have a Patreon. she was my college roommate. I was already doing YouTube videos at that point, my makeup channel, and watching ASMR, but I wasn't doing ASMR videos. I didn't start making ASMR videos until like, well, it was 2018, and I met Lily in 2015. Or no, 2015. I met Lily in 2012. So I didn't start making ASMR until like, 6 years into our friendship or whatever, and I was in her videos with her sometimes, and she was in my non-ASMR videos with me sometimes, but her doing it definitely gave me like the boost in confidence to want to do it for myself as well, to be able to have like a partner in this, right? Like, she's like a normal, down-to-earth, cool person. She's not some freak like whispering on the internet. And you have to remember, like, each year, like, these things get more normalized. Like, back in 2012 and 2015, 2018, like, it was a little more niche, and it's still niche, but a lot of people know what ASMR is today. Based on TikTok and YouTube and stuff, but I mean, TikTok really brought it to light. And like, it's crazy how successful I've become on TikTok, and it's really been a great source of engagement and getting followers, and short content's been really just like the thing, right? But ASMR, I think, is so great because people want more of it. They want it in long form, whereas now everyone's just wanting short bites of content for the most part. But ASMR, people are engaged, and brands are only just at the surface starting to understand the value of this, right? That an ASMR ad could be, right, super relaxing for people. They like it, they want it, whereas a traditional video ad might just get skipped over. So ASMR ads, I think, have the highest engagement and are still super slept on. I've been saying this. I've been saying cusp of weird when it comes to customs. I think that doesn't really need to be said for 99% of you, but so you'll join, and then of course if we get a lot of people to join and we hit our next milestone,